How's it going, everybody? PigBay here, PB for short. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Preussen. Preussen? Preussen. I'm going to say it's Preussen. Now, at the time of me recording this, it has not been released. So I really don't know how it's going to be released. But I'm going to just let you know, I've been enjoying this boat. It's been a lot of fun, surprisingly. Normally I don't, at least for the high tier German battleships, I don't really go for them. But this one's been a little surprise. So now you may be asking yourself, what's the difference here than this and the GK? Well, GK has bigger guns than this. This is sitting at 406s, but you get 12 of them. And I'm going to go on a limb and say, quantity, it's its own property, right? It's its own quality, essentially. One of the things I've noticed is that the guns, I'm not going to say they're super accurate, but they're way more accurate than what you expect. So that's one of the things that's caught me off guard, and one of the reasons why my build is a little different than most for German battleships. My current equipment setup is dispersion in slot 1, propulsion slot 2, and then steering in slot 3. That steering I might change out. I'm not too fond of it. This thing still turns like a brick. I was gonna say a boat, but it is a boat. But yeah, it turns like a brick, so that's one that I might change out. Not sure yet. In terms of secondaries, the manual secondaries and the auto secondaries are just like the GKs. They're exactly the same. The more astute of you guys will notice that this thing is also equipped with torpedoes. So you got 4 torpedoes per side. So theoretically that makes it a better brawler. As far as the commander right now, I'm running the legendary commander, Shear, who does not have armor piercing cap shell plus. So what you're seeing is just regular armor piercing cap shell. But even without armor piercing cap shell plus, this thing pens very regularly, and that's due to just it being German and having that German AP pen. The HE, nothing to write home about, honestly. On DDs you get about 1,000 per shell hit on full pens, and the fire chance is about 9%, which isn't great, honestly. The main guns reload about every 23 seconds, so it's slower than the GK, but honestly I kind of compare this more to a Montana than anything else. Since we're on the subject of Montana, the Preussen's shells fly faster, they pen better. Not only that, she has torpedoes, so better brawler all around. Same caliber of guns, same amount of guns. Montana's A is better, but that's to be expected with this being a German battleship. This thing is faster than Montana. But not only that, this thing can withstand way more punishment than Montana can. Not in terms of torpedo damage reduction or fire and flooding resistance, but in terms of just shell damage. Now this thing surprisingly can put out a good amount of damage. So in this game, you're going to see that I put about 99k, which isn't bad. Now my highest damage game in this was 191,000. Now the reason you're seeing this game and not that game is because there's 3 bots per side, and I don't necessarily like posting games with bots in it. But even if you subtract the damage that I did to a bot Ibuki, it still comes to a total of 163,000 damage to live players, which is still a crap ton. So this thing can put out really good damage if you let it. After about 15 games, these are my stats in it. 73% win rate, 92,000 average damage, and this is all solo too. Would I like this ship? Yes, I would definitely like this ship. I would like to play it. There's definitely a lot of situations that I see it be very useful to have. Again, not as great when you have carriers, you know, Malta's just lighting you on fire, but you know, that's just, you're gonna have to take those games when they come, you know, take it with a grain of salt. But again, like I said before, I don't know how the ship's coming out, but I think we can all guess at this point how tier 10s come out. So if you see that it's worth it, that's going to be on you. You're going to have to decide for yourself whether to get it or not. I can just tell you my thoughts on it. But again, that's going to do it for this video. Go ahead and consider liking and subscribing if you want to support the channel. But yeah, until next time.